Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Full-time MMA?
MMA.
Nothing
Yeah.
else?
My life, man, yeah.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And Raging Al Iaquinta is preparing for a round and a half of absolute hell against Justin Gaethje. This is going to be a great fight that is going to be headlining UFC Lincoln. It's going to be a summer slug fest. We're going to really see where Justin Gaethje is. He was able to bust into the UFC as the World Series of Fighting champion with a spectacular win, a back and forth brawl, a fight of the year contender against Michael Johnson. And in that fight, Michael Johnson, I believe, was still ranked in the top 5 of the UFC's lightweight division. If not the top 5, very close. So with that win, Justin Gaethje was able to establish himself as one of the best lightweights in the world with the win over a top-ranked UFC fighter. Since then, Justin Gaethje has faltered a little bit, but still been putting on equally as entertaining performances against Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier. Both of those fights Justin Gaethje was in wars. That's his fighting style. A very entertaining fighter. He dishes out a lot of damage. He takes a lot of damage, but it makes for an amazing fight. Can't do anything but take your hat off for Justin Gaethje and respect it, because what he's doing is he's putting it on the line for us, the fan. So Justin Gaethje, man, even in his losses, even on a 2-fight losing streak, has a lot of, he's become a fan favorite in the UFC. But with that being said, being a fan favorite is not going to keep you ranked in the top 5 of the division. After losing 2 fights in a row to 2 of the best lightweights in the world, now he's going to be taking on Al Iaquinta. Al Iaquinta has been ranked right outside the top 10 of the lightweight division, but he just fought in a title fight with Khabib, but that was certain circumstances. Conor McGregor, UFC's 223 melee, came through. And that's not even why actually Khabib was fighting Al Iaquinta. Actually Tony Ferguson was injured. Max Holloway stepped up. He was replaced by Khabib after the weight cut, so they needed a replacement opponent on 1 day's notice. Al Iaquinta stepped up on 1 day's notice and fought the best lightweight in the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov. So with that being said, Al Iaquinta's coming off of a title fight, but before that he was not ranked in the top 10. So this is going to be Justin Gaethje's test to see how he does in the UFC, because I believe if he loses this fight to Al Iaquinta, it's even as entertaining as he is, it might start to raise a little bit of questions, because even though he was able to beat Michael Johnson, honestly Michael Johnson hasn't looked amazing since that fight, and Michael Johnson's another one of those fighters. He looks good in his fights, but he isn't able to finish with a W a lot of the times. So he's riding a little bit of a losing streak. And it's interesting because actually that's kind of what Justin Gaethje's going. He's been looking great in his fights, but he hasn't been able to pull out the W. And if he loses this fight to Al Iaquinta, then he'll potentially drop outside of the UFC's top 10 rankings, and it could just start to raise questions as far as how far can Justin Gaethje go in the UFC? Will he be able to come back, or is he just going to be one of those fan favorite fighters that comes out here and puts on brawls for us? And that seems like his style. I think Justin Gaethje said he has like 5 fights left in his career, and they're all going to be good. But that's just Justin Gaethje. But with that being said, as far as how is this fight gonna go, man, Al Iaquinta versus Justin Gaethje is gonna be a striking affair. It'll be interesting to see if Justin Gaethje decides to start to use his wrestling. But I mean, as far as what we were just talking about, he likes to entertain the fans, so I don't think he's gonna come out here. Maybe he'll try and just get 1 takedown or 2 takedowns, like 1 takedown in each round to try and just at least win on points. I'm sure he's going to be going for the knockout, but if he can't get the knockout, hey, at the end of the round, maybe shoot a takedown just to try and win that round. And then next round, Justin Gaethje going to come out entertaining, but maybe at the end of the round, if you haven't got him out of there, take him down 1 time. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to mix in his wrestling or if he just continues to go out on his shield. Al Iaquinta, he's a talented striker himself, so it's going to be a chance for Al Iaquinta to prove himself to be one of the better strikers of the division, because you're going to have to be not only sound in your striking offense, but also your striking defense against Justin Gaethje. You're going to have to show your heart against Justin Gaethje, not just, you know, being sound and striking. Justin Gaethje is the type of guy to put the pressure on you, try and break your legs in a fight, break you down, knock you out, whatever he can do. He's going to try and Justin, you can't have no heart and fight Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is going to pull the heart out of Iaquinta, and if he's able to win this fight, Iaquinta, then I think he just becomes that much bigger of a star. Like, that would be a huge, this is probably Iaquinta's biggest fight of his career. I mean, you know, of course, the last fight was Khabib for the title, but that was one day's notice. I'm talking about the fight you're gearing up for, a fight to put Iaquinta back, you know, put Iaquinta in line for another title shot. This is a huge fight for Iaquinta to show. I think he can show a lot with the win over Justin Gaethje, which even Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier, who already, they don't have anything to prove. What they were able to do against Justin Gaethje earned them that much more fans and respect, because it's like, yo, we know you're veterans, we know you're savages, but to be able to deal with that Justin Gaethje pressure, come out with the W, hats off to you. It put both of them in line for an essential title shot. So this is going to be an amazing fight. Can't wait for it. But Iaquinta says he's ready for the task. We've got a tough task ahead of us. Justin Gaethje is no joke. That guy is about a round and a half of hell. I got to be ready for a round and a half of absolute hell. Then he starts slowing down about midway through the second round. But holy shit, that first round. We got to sit, we got to talk with Coach Ray Longo and get a game plan going. This is good. Yo, I got to start listening to Iaquinta's podcast. That just sounds funny the way he said it. And maybe a little bit of shade, a round and a half of absolute hell. I mean, Justin Gaethje might slow down a little bit at the end of the fight, but he's still bringing hell. He's still bringing absolute hell even when he slowed down. It's not like he's got no quit in him. Even if he slowed down, he's not quitting. He's still bringing that hell. So, but either way, you know, this is Iaquinta, his opponent, and that's what he feels like. And I like what he had to say about, you know, the first round. He said, holy shit, we gotta sit, we gotta talk with Coach. We gotta put together a game plan. We gotta get together a game plan going for that first round. We got a storm coming our way. So Iaquinta is going to be preparing to weather the storm that is Justin Gaethje. We'll all be watching. Can't wait for the fight. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for checking out this video. If you're new, or if you're just slipper slacking on your pimping, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to help support this independent channel, you can either click the PayPal button in the description, or you can go to patreon.com/fulltimemma and consider becoming a patron. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.